Welcome everybody to Hands-On with JotaonCode. Today we're going to be working in regards to JavaScript. And the idea is to make a little intro in regards to JavaScript. So Tailwind is a language that is the most popular, or maybe one of the most popular languages that you can use out there. Basically because every single page that you're going to be working nowadays is going to come with three things: CSS, HTML, and JavaScript. So HTML is going to help you a little bit in regards to making the different containers and defining different paragraphs, headers, sections, tables, whatever you want for this page. You're going to have also in the middle CSS in order to make it beautiful, if you want to say so. Like saying, putting some of the different styles, colors, the font family that you want for the page, and so on. Last but not least, then you're going to have certain JavaScript that's going to be listening to the different events or handling the whole page in the way that you want, we can say. So basically what happens at the beginning of everything, let's suppose that you have a service that's going to give you this page. You are going to be requesting this page to a certain service, and this service is going to give you back this page to you, defining a certain, at the very beginning of everything, the page is going to have a definition of a doc type. So this doc type is going to help to your browser to know what is going to be understood by this browser, right? So this doc definition is going to help the browser to know what he's going to be reading. This is at the very beginning of the whole page. You have there the doc type. And then the second step is going to be working also with the HTML definition that comes with the headers and the body, with the header and the body. And basically the head is going to have the links to the different styles, and the reason you have these styles on the top is because you want to start painting all of the different things that comes with HTML in the proper way for the client. So saying this, basically comes the HTML with the definition of the doc type at the very beginning of everything. Then comes inside in the top is going to come the links that are going to point out to the different resources of CSS. Then comes the whole page, and at the very top, at the very bottom of everything, as a good practice, we try to have the JavaScript there. And the reason we have that JavaScript there is because once everything is loaded properly into the page, we are going to be able to provide some of these different 3 events that comes into the page. So let's suppose that you click into a certain button, then that button is going to provide you with a handling of this event click. So that's going to be done by JavaScript. And the reason we put this into the bottom, this JavaScript in the bottom, is because first we don't want to stop the critical rendering path. Yes, critical rendering path. That says that basically everything is going to be from the very top to the bottom should not be interrupted from painting with the HTML and the CSS. That's the best try that we can do is just to try not to interrupt it at all, so the client does not see things that are flickering by some reason. Saying this, the JavaScript goes to the bottom, and once the page get everything loaded, it's going to trigger an event that says that he's ready, we can say, right? So once the page says I'm ready, JavaScript is going to start working with this page that's ready. In order to verify that this is the correct moment for JavaScript to work or not, you are going to have different kind of libraries or even frameworks that are going to help you to work with these different events, and it depends on each one of the different browsers that you're going to be working with when this is going to happen. So these libraries are going to help you to abstract yourself from having to handle this specific event and just handling everything properly for any of these different browsers. So this is a bit more like a helper for knowing when things are ready to to be listened by JavaScript. So there we are. Let's go for this one. Let's go for a very quick example. Let's say that I get to this page. I will go to this page actually. So I will open this one with the inspector. And as you can see, the inspector of this thing is going to try to take me here to the SVG. And I'm going to edit not the attribute, I want to edit the whole HTML. I'm going to remove it and just going to say button with a certain ID. There you are. And then we are going to say element by ID, and there you're going to have, so we're going to get the document, get the button click me by ID, considering this ID that we just placed here. As you can see, it's exactly the same. So we are trying to get this button. Let's see what it is before triggering this. Basically, this is the button. You can see that I hover on here and you're going to see there in the page, right? So if I say on click, and this is going to be dot on click, I'm going to provide a certain function that function is going to say, okay, let's prevent the default behavior of this click. And then I'm going to say alert, you click me. So I'm going to come here, to click this guy, and it says you clicked it. So this is the very beginning of the very first 4 lines that you can write with JavaScript in a certain browser. And my recommendation is to take a look into some of the different things that you have here in the browser. For example, you have here the elements, and you have the console, sources, network, performance, application, memory, audits, security. So this console is working like some sort of immediate window to provide some feedback and working around in regards to the different things that you want to do with JavaScript. Then you have the elements that comes with all the representation that is coming from HTML. Here you have some of the styles, and you can style up this button a little bit if you wanted to. Yeah, so my recommendation, if you start going in the direction of JavaScript, just start playing a little bit with any page that you want to. Just grab a page, play around a little bit, check it out that everything is working the way that you expect. And afterwards, my second recommendation is try to look for a good IDE. My personal recommendation in regards to IDE is working with Visual Studio Code. It is pretty much a straightforward one, and I did not have any problem whatsoever for working with this Visual Code, but you can choose whatever you feel like and whatever feels more comfortable for you. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the talk of today, and have a very good day.